What's going on, everybody? It's Yap MMA back with another video. Today I'm going to be breaking down and recapping UFC Fight Night Yarn versus Figueiredo, UFC Macau. I hope you guys caught the fight night. It was a banger. Did have to wake up at 6 a.m. It was a little bit rough. Sorry for the late recap, but I was busy all day yesterday, um, and today it took me a while to get this video out. But yeah, breaking down the fight night, it was a great fight night, honestly. I did only watch the main card. I did not really feel like waking up at 3 a.m. for the prelims, but I will say some really good finishes in the prelims. Everybody that I talked to said that it was an amazing prelim, but the main card was great as well. I'm going to be breaking down and recapping the main card only. So we'll just get started with the first fight on the main card, which was Zhang Mingyang versus Ozzy Diaz. This fight got fight of the night. Nasty finish by Zhang Mingyang. Yeah, nasty stuff. I expected it. I called that Zhang Mingyang would get that finish. He'd find that finish. And yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the fight, I was like, okay, Ozzy Diaz is doing okay. He's poking away with his jab. He was keeping range. He was circling out. He was doing pretty good. He had pretty good footwork. But he got a bit too close to Ming Yang, and Ming Yang hit him with a nasty um, left check elbow, caught him right on the face, dropped Ozzy, and finished him with some nasty ground and pound. Super nice finish by Zhang Mingyang. And yeah, man, he's honestly a prospect coming out of China, and he was hyped at the end of the fight. Of course, on the mic, he started talking a bit too much, but he called for the top 15. He called for a title match, which calm down, buddy. But I know he's in his country. He's obviously hyped. But yeah, he had a nice finish. Definitely deserved the bonus. And I think give him one more fight. If he gets one more fight, a nice finish. He could be looking at top 15, but I don't really think Ozzy Diaz was really like a defining factor of, oh, you get top 15 shot, especially at light heavyweight. Um, but give him one more, and then he can talk a bit more. But great first fight, the main card. Moving on to the next, we also had another light heavyweight matchup of oh my goodness, Volkan Ozdemir versus Carlos Ulberg. Super good fight. Honestly, probably the worst fight on the main card, like action wise. But that just goes to show how good this main card was. One of the best fight nights of the year, to be honest, in my personal opinion. I think it was well worth waking up at 6 a.m. And yeah, it was a good fight night. But yeah, we had Volkan versus Carlos Ulberg, and I did pick Carlos Ulberg to win. I thought he'd be faster. I thought he'd get his striking going a bit better than Volkan. I think Ozdemir's got good power. I think he's got great power, which he displayed, and he had a lot of heart in this fight. But I just knew Carlos was gonna be better. Him as well. He was really great at circling out of situations. Every time he get backed up against the fence, by Ozdemir, he was able to, throw a nice right, throw a nice left, and be able to circle out. He did more damage. He pushed the pace more, especially later in the third when Volkan was tired. So yeah, I mean, great performance by Carlos Ulberg. Um, he's in the top 10. I think he should get a top 5 matchup next. I think he definitely deserves it. You could give him maybe like a Rakic or something like that. I know Rakic is lower to the rankings. That would be good for Rakic because that would give him a chance to maybe get another win, pick up a win, and actually prove that he deserves to even be in the top 10 because he's coming off of a couple losses. Um, but yeah, that would be a good matchup. I think Carlos Ulberg is a great prospect at light heavyweight, so it'll be exciting to see his next fights. Maybe he could fight either Rakic or Cleo Roundtree. Those would be great matchups. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with Carlos Ulberg. Great fight. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is Wang Kong versus Gabriela Fernandez. This was an amazing fight. This was an amazing women's fight. Also, fight of the night. Great finish by Gabriela Fernandez. The biggest upset on the entire card. One of the bigger upsets of the entire year. Insane stuff. I think it was a 1-6 favorite for Wang Kong. She came out throwing hands. She was, obviously she got great striking. I'll give her that. Wang Kong's got amazing striking. Everybody's like, oh, this can be the Alex Pereira of women. That's what people were saying. Like, I mean, I never saw it. I'm gonna be honest. Even in that first fight where she knocked out, I don't even know, what is it, Victoria Leonardo, um, who has an absolute dog shit chin. I just never saw it. I never saw it, and She got project hard by Fernandez, and I'm glad she did. I'm really glad she did. Um, I'll be honest, it was a great fight, great finish, amazing finish. Wayne Kong was blitzing in. She had Gabriella get on the fence, on the cage, and she had her backed up, and she was throwing punches, and then Fernandez switched and she hit that leg kick on Wayne Kong, dropping her, but they both fell. And then once Wayne Kong got up, Fernandez hit her with a nasty left hook, dropped her. Instead of going for the ground and pound finish, got the neck, cinched up the rear naked, flattened her out on the mat, and she went to sleep. She put Wang Kong to sleep. Nasty finish by Fernandez and a great fight of the night. Honestly, great bonus, well deserved. Amazing finish, and the crowd went silent. I think they started booing at some point as well. It was just funny. It was funny because I was like, yo, I was so happy when I saw that. I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not a Wang Kong hater. I despise when I saw her come out with that whole Joker act and, oh, shooting the gun. Like, if you're gonna do that shit, you need to come out with like a first round knockout guaranteed. Like, you cannot be pulling that shit off. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm so happy Gabriela Fernandez, um, she fraud checked her. I'm so happy she fraud checked her. Nonetheless, it was a great fight. Um, Definitely I mean, honestly, two amazing. All the women's fights were amazing on this card, in my opinion. All of them. Even in the prelims, I didn't watch it. I watched the replay. Head kick knockout. In the prelims, that one was nasty. Then we had this one. Fernandez versus Wang Kong, nasty submission. And then even Yan versus Ricci was amazing. I'm gonna get into that soon, but that fight was great too. All the women's fights were just amazing on this card, to be honest. So yeah, definitely one of the better fight nights. But I'll move on to the next fight, which is Song Kanan versus Muslim Salikov. This was amazing. I think I picked Song Kanan. Yeah, I think I picked Song Kanan. I thought he had more power. To be honest, I thought he was going to be able to use. He's younger. I thought he was faster. I thought, if there was a situation where he had to move out of a sticky situation, because Muslim Salikov, like the commentary was saying the entire fight, he's got dangerous spinning attacks, and Song Kanan did not see it coming. Muslim Salikov spinning, um, heel head kick, nasty, straight nasty finish. Another fight of the night. Amazing stuff by Muslim Salikov. Um, the Kung Fu King keeps it going, man. Just nasty finish, nasty finish. I watched that at 6 a.m. and I screamed, bro. I was like, damn. I was like, no way. I was freaking out. I was freaking out. Um, you love to see a spinning head kick like that, um, early morning. So yeah, great finish. I sucks for Song Kanan, especially in China, but hey, Muslim Salikov gets it done. Nasty stuff. You love to see it, and yeah, that's really all it was to the fight. He did it early. It was early on, round one. They were just throwing a couple jabs. Song Kanan really did not land anything. I think. He may have gone in once and he stung Muslim. I think he went in, he blitzed in once and he stung Muslim Salikov. Then when they recircled around to the middle, Muslim threw up the kick and it was over just like that. One ground and pound strike after the head kick was needed, and the fight was over. So good stuff, well deserved bonus. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next fight, which was Yan Xiaonan versus Tabitha Ricci. Another amazing fight. Amazing fight. This was a very, very one-sided fight. Seriously, super one-sided. Yan Xiaonan destroyed Tabitha Ricci. She put an absolute clinic on Tabitha Ricci. I watched this and I was like, damn, yo, Yan Xiaonan deserves more credit, man. Yo, she destroyed her on the feet. Tabitha Ricci had absolutely nothing going for her. Absolutely nothing. She couldn't get in range of Yan. She couldn't deal any damage. She couldn't take her down at all. She really had nothing going for her. This was like an absolute schooling on the feet. Jan landed nasty head strikes, nice kicks, everything super well rounded. She proves she deserves that top two, that contender spot. Honestly, she deserves a rematch with Zhang Weili. I mean, she did amazing versus Weili in the first fight. In their fight anyway. She almost put her to sleep, and she fought tough in that fight. I think she really deserves that rematch. Destroying an up and coming Tabitha Ritchie who was on a win streak. Obviously Ritchie took a tough test, so props to her, but she really didn't have anything going for her in the fight. Um, Jan was throwing all her strikes and connecting clean flush. She just looked so crisp, so crisp. This couldn't have been a clear win in my opinion. Just the whole fight, I was like, wow, like Richie couldn't do anything. She really couldn't do anything. If you really watch it back, the significant strikes were just. I think Jan's significant strikes were triple Richie's strikes. It was just crazy stuff. When I was watching, at least, maybe I was watching a little bit biased, but Yan Xiaonan just destroyed her. That's really all it was. Amazing fight, amazing fight. I really liked watching that fight. I thought it was really fun, and I can't wait to see Yan Xiaonan fight. Maybe rematch for the title or get one more win and then fight for the title. But I think she can seriously take that title from Zhang, or yeah, Zhang Weili, and I think she's super fun. I think she's super fun. She's got lots of power. Richie's got a chin on her, but it was an amazing fight nonetheless. We're gonna move on to the final fight of the morning. I'm not gonna say the night of the morning. Peter Yan or yeah, Peter Yan versus Davison Figueiredo. Great fight. As expected, it was a banger. Amazing striking matchup. The wrestling exchanges were so much fun. All the exchanges in this fight were amazing. No finish, but it was just so entertaining. Entertaining 25 minutes of just, you know, peak striking, peak wrestling. Like everything was perfectly mixed up. Everybody knew this was going to be an amazing fight. It was an amazing fight, even though there was no finish. It was like we got exactly what we expected. You always get what you expect with Peter Yan. He's a fun guy. He always puts on a fun performance. Amazing striking in bantamweight, and Figgy as well. Gotta give him credit, man. He has got great striking as well. He knocked down Peter Yan. I think it was in the fourth round. End of the fourth round, he knocked him down. Like you gotta give Figgy props. He's got power. He had determination, but at the end, Peter just looked like the fresher fighter in round five. I believe it was a 50-45 at the end. In the way of Peter Yan. So Peter Yan did take the decision. I think it was a well-deserved decision. He did destroy Davison Figueiredo on the feet. He stopped most of his takedowns, and the ones that he did get taken down, he reversed the takedown, and would finish the rounds off strong in the first, the second. He just looked like the fresher fighter. He looked like the more prepared fighter for this 5 round fight. Figgy's been doing a lot of 3 rounders, whilst Peter's been in, last fight he was in 3 round with Song Yudong, but he's been doing some 5 round fights. And I just think Peter Yan is still that top level guy. He showed everybody that he's still that top level guy, and of course he called out Marab, Davishvili, the champ. I I want to say I want to watch that fight, but that would just be a lie. I really don't want to watch Peter Yan get held down for 25 minutes, just like the last fight with Marab. Um, I would much rather see Yan versus Sean O'Malley 2, 5 rounds, 5 round main event. Yan versus Sean O'Malley 2. You could even chuck it on a fight night, but I would say put it on a pay-per-view, to be honest. Pay-per-view 2025, late 2025. Um, it'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. I think Marab should fight Umar, let's be honest. He's kind of scared of Umar. He seemed too excited about Peter Yan's call out. Marab was getting hyped up about it. He made a little video on Instagram and stuff. He wants to fight Peter Yan. But of course, because Peter Yan is like, he's the perfect kind of guy that Marab can take down. And let's be honest, I just don't think Peter Yan beats Marab. His best chance, honestly, would be Umar gets the belt. He fights Umar, potentially can beat Umar. I don't think he does, but hey, Peter Yan's still a top guy. I feel like he'll stay a top 5 guy for a while. Um, good. He's good back-to-back wins. Honestly, great back-to-back wins. I can't wait for his next matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment what you guys thought about UFC Macau, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.